if I'm using the brush pen here, my approach to hair, it feels like I've got more flow. So I love the fact that with the initial strokes I put down, I can get that variety in thickness to a line. Plus, I like the taper. You can kind of have these fades, kind of like, and what I mean by that fade is like, if I draw this line right here, I can allow it to kind of whisper off, you know. Whereas with the pen, it seems like it's either there or it's not, or it gets a little scratchy depending on the surface of the paper. You can kind of slightly drag that tip. Same thing with the brush. You can get a dry brush type feel right there, which is kind of cool. But again, getting back to the actual inking, I love being able to take this brush and kind of start thick and then thin out. It just has a nice flow to it all. And maybe this gal here has thicker hair and this gal here has a thinner hair. Certainly a possibility, but for me, I generally prefer inking, especially hair, using a brush pen like this right here. So this is when I would use this pen here, this brush pen, is specifically for hair, because I feel like I can get that nice volume. And I don't really have to render a whole lot, to be quite honest, depending on the color of the hair. Like, let's say, obviously this gal's got light hair, and maybe I add, a little bit of some indication of form there. And again, this is just a quick demo. It's not the actual drawing of like a finished piece that I'm totally invested in, but it just shows the differences of using one tool versus the other and the different looks that it can be obtained between using, again, the difference between this small, which is a 0.3 pen versus the brush pen here. And again, these are the results here. And I've learned to, over the years, to not, as an aside, not to add so much lines to hair. I guess maybe it's a preference, but also I'd like the simplicity of something like this right here. Like I might do maybe just a few more little zigs or zags or indicating light or something like that. And then I'm good with the hair just kind of calling it done right there. I allow that empty area to create volume on its own there. So anyway, this is where and when I would choose to use this specific brush pen versus the pen.